Hey everybody, good morning. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Hope everybody's doing lovely today. If you will, go and complete the attendance quiz and we will meet back together at 10:20. Please go and complete the attendance quiz and we will meet back together at 10:20. All right, everybody should have completed the attendance quiz by now. Okay, look in Joseph, look in modules, an exam review, and pull up, I think it says exam review number 3. Let me check it out and see. You only missed like the first 15 because everybody didn't want to participate yesterday. So we kind of had a slow day yesterday. Let me see. Joseph, go on the modules. And after the module that says important links, which are our class videos, the next module will say exam review. Download exam review number 3, 2020. Please download that. And we will begin working on that in just a moment. Okay. All right. My announcements that I want to make to you, you know that our exam is next, not this week, but next. Thursday, December 17th. Exams are 8:30 to 1:30. Does anybody need me to provide that link for transportation? It's a good thing to go ahead and fill it out, and then if you don't need it, you just don't need it. Let me pull up that link again if I can. Okay. I am encouraging everybody in here, even if you filled it out, fill it out again. If you think that you already have a ride, or you know you already have a ride, fill it out anyway. If you don't need it, you just don't need it. But it's better to go ahead, fill that form out, Melanie, and somebody should be contacting you. You should get some information. Fill that form out. Go ahead and fill that form out, Melanie, and send me an email saying that you don't know when the bus is going to pick you up. So fill out the form and then send me an email, and then I'll forward it on to Mr. Houlihan. But I think once you fill out that form, then they'll know who needs to be picked up and everything. They should notify you, but I'll get on it, okay? So fill it out. Your exam will be December 17th. Again, the time is 8:30 to 1:30. Get there no later than 8:25, okay? You will not be able to leave until 1:30, so don't call anybody to pick you up early. I don't care who it is. They cannot pick you up until 1:30 or until they make at least be 1:30, because sometimes it runs a couple minutes over or whatever, until they make the call that the exam is over. So you cannot be picked up. Okay. Make sure that all the study guides I have provided, that you complete them all. They are uploaded into your homework second semester folder by December 15th. After December 15th, I am locking them. So make sure you're staying up to date with your study guides. Make sure you are looking at your study guides. So when we finish up today or tomorrow, you have one, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 7 days to study. Okay. So there should be no reason that you guys don't do well on the exam. Get a good night's sleep. Don't worry about it. You're going to be just fine. Okay. Also, there are many of you who are missing assignments. There is still time to finish those assignments. So you got time. So I don't want to hear about, oh, I didn't get to do it because I didn't have time. Yes, you do. Right now, at this very moment, I am telling you that you have time. You don't have a whole lot of time, like weeks and weeks and weeks, but you got some time to get it done. If you missed some exams, you need to get with me and say, Ms. Hargrave, can I take that exam? And you will also have to turn in a study guide for that exam. So you need to get with me if you're missing tests, missing any kind of assignments. You need to get those in. You have time to get those in. And while you out for Christmas, you'll have time to get those in. But you need to contact me, okay? So you need to take advantage of when somebody's giving you the opportunity to make up for stuff that you should have done in the first place. You need to get it done. Does everybody understand me? And I'm documenting that I told you about it. So some of you are missing 2 and 3 tests. Y'all need to get it in. All you gotta do is contact me. Say, Ms. Hargrave, I didn't take the first test. Can I still take that test? Yes, you can. But you gotta let me know that you want to do it, okay? Some of y'all sleep, don't know what's going on. All right, everybody, pull up your study guide from yesterday. Let's pull up your study guide, and we are going to start on number 16. Pull up your study guide. Well, let me see. What number? Let me see. Adriana.
Yes, ma'am.
Yesterday, what number did we stop off on? Because I had began on 16. That might have been for the other day. Because it's looking like which is immediate goal, short
I
term.
think it was 31.
31. Who was that? Melanie?
Yes.
All right. So 31. I was looking, I was wondering why I had highlighted. Okay, because that was that book I had began on my paper. So we did start on 31. Okay. Thank you, Melanie, and thank you for Adriana. I know you were looking it up too. So thank you. All right, so 31, a step-by-step plan of action, including career information influenced by an individual's ultimate career goal is known as career plan. 31 is career plan. Everybody document that. 32, Jan wants to become a pilot. What should she include as part of her career plan?
C.
C, to obtain a pilot's license. Thank you, Melanie. Thank you.
Derek also said it.
All right. Thank you, sweetie. So we got Derek and Melanie. Okay, 33. Giving up rewards in one area to receive better benefits in another area is what? What do you call it when you're giving up something to get something else?
Trade off.
Trade off.
All right. So I have Adriana and who else?
Andrea.
Andrea. Andrea. Thank you. Okay. All right. 34. 34. When a person acts on a decision, there are always what?
Consequences.
Consequences, yes. When a person acts on a decision, there are always consequences, meaning things that are going to happen after, or they're going to be causes or effect. So thank
Derek
you,
answered in
Adrian.
chat.
Say it again.
Derek answered in chat.
All right, thank you, Derek. All right, so let's move on to 35. Who will read 35 for me, please?
Me.
All right, please read, Andrea.
In the decision-making process, a trade-off is a what's that word?
Impulse.
Impulse decision. B. Giving up one thing in return for another. C. A three-step process. D. A group of alternatives.
So a trade-off, what is it? What is a trade-off? It just told you in a sentence, or I mean in a question or two. What was it
B.
before? Huh?
B.
B. Thank you, Andrea. Giving up one thing in return for another. That is a trade-off. Anybody wants to, can anybody tell me what an impulse decision is? A. What is A? An impulse decision. Anybody chime in? Anybody? What's an impulse decision? Impulse is when you just decide, hey, today is December 9th, and I decide, hey, I'm gonna go buy a car. Just like that. That's the impulse decision. I didn't think it through, didn't think about it, just decided to do it. Impulse is when you do it, just do it. Okay? Impulse decision. All right. So that's what I want y'all to know. 36. In decision making, determine needs, analyze personal resources, and then what? So in decision making, you determine the needs, you analyze the personal resources, and then you do what? Do you consider the choices? Do you gather the information, make a decision, or act on a decision?
Make a decision.
Say it again.
Consider choices.
You know what? That would be one that but it's gonna be gathered information. When you decided something, you determine what you need. You think about what resources, analyze what resources, personal resources, and then resources mean like the equipment, the tools, the supplies, and then you gather the information. So it's gonna be gather the information. But good try, good try. Consider choices. That is gonna be after you gather the information and make the decision. You consider your choices. So 36 is consider. 36 is gather information. Excuse me. Okay, let's move on to 37. After identifying interests, skills, and abilities, after identifying the interests, the skills, and the abilities, it is necessary to what? Match them with friends' results, share them with an employer, match them with possible careers, or do nothing. Now you're thinking about your interests, your skills, and your abilities, what you can do. So after you do that, are you going to match them with your friends' results? Are you going to share them with the employer? Are you going to match them to possible careers? Or are you going to do nothing?
Match them to possible
D.
careers.
All right. So I have Adriana and who else was that? Who else was that?
Andrea.
Andrea and who else?
Derek answered in chat.
Derek. And it was another young man who vocally he unmuted. Somebody else. It was somebody else that said something. It was a guy. But whomever you are, match them to possible careers. So a lot of times when you do interest surveys, career surveys, they check, you can match up what your interests are, what skills, what you can do with your hands. Are you hands-on? Are you a people's person? Your abilities. That's how you're able to match up your career, what you like to do possibly. Okay. Let's move on to 38. A person can judge the success of a decision by asking, did the decision help me meet my goal? Am I making any money? Did I follow all the steps in the process correctly? Or am I using all of my skills? Am I using all of my skills and training? So a person can judge the success of a decision. So I can judge my success of a decision by what? Did I decision help me meet my goal? Am I making any money? Did I follow all the steps in the process correctly?
A.
And
B.
you are correct. Did the decision help me meet my goal? Because you got to decide, did the decision help me meet my goal? It's not about am I making any money? Okay. Did I follow all the steps in the process correctly? No, we probably did not. Am I using all my skills and training? Probably not. Maybe I haven't, but did the decision help me meet my goal? A person can judge the success of a decision by did the decision help me meet my goal? Okay. By me deciding, hey, today I want to go buy a car. Did that going to buy a car, did it help me meet my goal? Maybe not, because now I've got an extra car payment. Got to kick out money, so that didn't help me meet my goal. It may get me to work, but that's about it. So 38, let me highlight it so you have it. Okay. Let's move on to 39. Somebody read 39 for me, please.
A student who is trying to decide which career to choose is making which kind of decision? Major. C.
Yes, major decision. A major decision. $40. How can a person determine that the decision was a good one?
Did the decision met the
A.
person's goals? A. Neftali answered in chat.
Thank you, Natalie, Adriana. A.
Mhm.
A. It is A. Can I get an A? Nobody
A.
gonna give me. Oh, oh, that was a weak A. Come on, you can give me a red.
A.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you. All right. So everybody got 40 is A. All right. Now let's do 41. Someone please read 41 and 42.
Me.
And A.
Okay.
An example of a human resource is A. Money, B. Clothes, C. Tools, D. Experience.
Human resource. Human.
All of
So,
them are.
but look, it says an example of a human resource.
D.
D is all about the human. Money is not a human resource. Clothes are not. Tools are not. But experience is human resource. It's something that we have done, that we have experienced as a human being. It's a resource. It's a human resource. It's something that we acquire. Okay. Money, clothes, those are all man-made. There's nothing human. I mean, there's nothing, it's not human. It's not a human resource. It's all made. So 41 is D. Thank you, Adriana and Andrea. Can I get someone to read 42?
A person with good decision-making skills. A. Waits until the problem has been defined by others. B. Evaluates all the information before making the decision. C. Always makes the right decision. D. Makes decisions based on feelings. Evaluates all the information before making the decision.
It's B.
Yes, yes. A person with good decision making skills evaluates. That means you break it down, all the information before making a decision. So you evaluate, you look at it, you concentrate on it. Like I said, you break it down. So that would be evaluates all the information before making a decision. When it's a big decision, you need to evaluate. Just don't make an impulse. Hey, I'm gonna do it. You gotta think about it because there are consequences for decisions that you make. All of them not gonna be good. 43. Someone read 43, please.
Me.
Okay, go ahead.
Wait. Effect does a What effect does a family's history of jobs careers have on a student's career choices? A. Pre will be no effects. B. The student might follow in a family member's footsteps. C. The student will choose a career that no one in the family has chosen. D. The student might choose the career with the highest pay.
Okay, so 43. What effect does a family's history of jobs, careers have on a student's career choices? It would it be there would be no effect? The student might follow the family member's footsteps. The student would choose a career that no one in the family has chosen, or the student might choose a career with the highest pay. What effect does family history?
The student might follow in a family member's footsteps.
That's right. The student might follow the family member's footsteps. That is going to be B. A lot of times, people who are police officers, then if you have an uncle who's a police officer, you may want to follow in his footsteps. Um, Adriana's family comes from a history of people being in the armed services, from males to females. So therefore, her and Andrea may consider um, having a career in the armed services, because just about everybody, all her uncles and aunts, just about have all been in the service, whether it's been in the I think most of them have been in the army. um
Yeah, it's like pretty much between army and lawyer.
Army and what?
Lawyer.
Army and yeah. So that is, and superintendent. So they may decide that they want to go into the educational field because she has an uncle that just recently retired from being a superintendent here in North Carolina. So this depends on what your family's history is. You may decide, okay, I want to carry on the tradition. So there is nothing wrong with that. 44. One's environment includes all except the home, the goals, the school, or the community. Environment. We're talking about the environment. So what is our environment? Is our environment our home? Is it our goals, schools, community? One of these is not our environment.
Community.
Nope. It's going to be
Home.
goals. Goals is not our
Right.
environment.
Y'all draw these goals.
Yeah, it's goals. Because our environment is our home. That's our home environment. Our school is our environment, and our community is things that are surrounding us. It's things where we live, decisions that we make. That's our environment. So goals are not considered our environment. But good try. So 44, one's environment includes all except. So goals is not our environment. Okay, let's roll on to 45. Okay, a good example of impulsive decision making is purchasing a car, A, without adequately finding alternatives, B, after thinking for 1 year, C, based on a friend's opinions, or D, based on consumer reviews.
Without adequately finding alternatives.
That's right. So you make the buying a car. You're not trying to see what are the alternatives. Do you need a car? Does it have to be a new car? Can it be a used car? But you want to go buy a new car. You're not seeing. You're not checking out and see how the car is rated. Um, Everything like that. So you're not trying to do you. Like I said, you don't have to have a car. Maybe you can get a moped. You can ride a bike to work. So 46. What should be included as part of the personal information on a career profile? What should be included? Should it be education, personality, responsibilities, or work environment? As your personal information, it's part of your personal information. So, what should be on that career file?
Education.
Education.
Look at your keywords: personal information, your personality. Personal information should be your personality. Because
Alfonso answered, I think.
who?
Alfonso.
All right, Alfonso, go get it. Alfonso, go get it. All right. 47. The Dictionary of Occupational Titles gives definition of thousands of careers, puts occupations into 15 categories, lists 12 main interest areas and careers, or is based on the 16 career clusters. The Dictionary of
A.
Occupational Titles.
A.
A.
A, gives a definition of thousands of careers. Sometimes you don't know what certain careers mean. You can go to the Dictionary of Occupational Titles, or now you can just Google it. Okay. So let me see. Dictionary. Andrea, not Andrea, Adriana, you sent me an email the other day. Send me another email about see if I can show y'all an example of the Dictionary of Occupational Titles. Okay. And I will try to get
Yes, ma'am.
that. Depending on if we don't finish today, I'll try to show you between the day, tomorrow, or Monday. Now, mind you, we will have class on Monday. So don't think we're not going to have class on Monday. I probably will assign something on Tuesday for y'all guys to do and turn in on your own. Okay? So we will have class through Monday. You'll see my lovely, lovely face through Monday. I know y'all just going to miss me, so I'm going to miss y'all. Okay, so 48, which is an occupational cluster in the North Carolina career pathways. That means they go together. They go together. Will it be, and we're going to have to decide this one. This is going to be religious workers, journey workers, government, or health sciences.
Health sciences.
Health sciences. Who in here has taken a health science class or has taken more than one?
I've taken one, and Neftali answered.
Okay, thank you, Naphtali. So, what is it? Health science one you've taken, or what do they call it?
I just call it health science, but I think it's called health science one.
Okay, so are you going to follow up? Now, what is your career goal? What is your career goal?
Not health science.
Well, what is it?
I was thinking about taking JROTC. Is that right?
Yes, but
Yeah.
what do you see yourself doing? What is your career? What would you like to do?
Um, I don't know. I don't know yet.
Okay. But it's okay. It's okay. I see you being in journalism. I see you being a news anchor.
I like journalism. I was part of the news team at in elementary school.
Oh, well, we're going to talk about that. I want you to talk about what did you do for the news team? What did you do?
We run around and like basically like if yearbooks were coming out or anything, or we just go around and ask people like something good that happened, like if it was like daily news, like when homecoming, like when dances came up, we would have certain people do certain things about the dance, or we'd have to do weather, or
Have you ever done a video? Have you ever done a video?
yeah.
Okay. All right. We're going to get
We
together on
did a,
some
we did
things.
a video for like a bunch of people were having a science
Uh-huh.
program, so we did a little video to show off the science program.
Okay, we're gonna get together on some things because I see you doing that. I really do, and I see a lot of y'all doing a number of different things. And guys, anything that you are passionate about, you don't have to wait till you get ready to go to college or till you think you have. You can start now being what you call an entrepreneur. So I do want to encourage you to do that. Whatever you like to do, do it now. You don't have to wait.
Can I email you my book?
Yes, you can. 49. To research careers, begin by going to the school specialist, an encyclopedia, the ONET, or the Occupational Outlook Handbook, or the O, or the a friend to research careers.
ONET. Go to ONET.
All right, it's gonna be the ONET, the Occupational Outlook Handbook. Yes, that's where you're gonna see, what the requirements are, everything. Okay, so 49 is ONET or Occupational Outlook Handbook. Oh, we got a lot of these. We're going to have to 50. Guys, we may have to possibly come in on Friday. We're going to get something done tomorrow. We may have to come in on Friday. Could I get y'all to come in on Friday?
At a certain time because I'm taking remediation for one of my classes to take off attendance.
Okay. What time is that?
I don't know. I have her next. So I'll ask her.
Okay, because I can set it from 9 to 10. See what time it is. Let me know, and then what I would do if I can get all y'all to come back on Friday. If we don't finish tomorrow, if I can get all y'all to come back in, say Friday 9 to 10, then I will give you a test grade.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let me know, Adriana. Anybody else who's doing any remediation, put it in the chat. Are y'all doing remediation on Friday? If I can get y'all to come in from say 9 to 10, and we may run a little bit over. Would everybody be cool with that? Put it in the chat. Yes or no. If you say no, then you just losing out both ways. Would anybody be interested in coming in on Friday to finish up review for a test grade?
Yes.
Who? Okay. To anybody else, put it in the chat.
Me.
Joseph, Alfonso, and Andrea said yes.
Okay. So that's what we're gonna shoot for because we may not get to finish tomorrow. But let's go. 50. Updating the individual career plan ensures that the student can change career direction as needed, can choose classes with friends, is able to identify personal skills, is awarded scholarships. That they can change career directions as needed. So when you update your individual career plan, it ensures that the student can change career directions as needed. So it is A, guys. Always remember, whatever you start off as you wanting to be your career, you don't have to stay with that until you retire. You can change up your career whenever you feel that you want to, okay? So don't ever think that you're stuck in one career. Or you can do more than one career at a time. It's doable, okay? 51, which is not a factor to consider in evaluating career options, which is not. Always look at the bold words, which is not a factor to consider in evaluating or thinking about career options. Is it educational requirements, work conditions, salary, friend's choice of career?
French choice of career.
That's right. So when you're thinking about your career options, don't go by, and you should know as friends. You know they're knocking friends a lot. Your friends are your friends, but they shouldn't make decisions for you. You don't base your decisions on your friends, whether you're gonna have time for your friends, because it's not about your friends. It's about you. It's about you and your career, what you want. Okay. So always remember that your friends supposed to be your friends no matter what you choose. Okay. And you don't choose a career because that's what they're doing, because that may not be for you. 52, non-traditional careers for women. Non-traditional, meaning not what they used to. Non-traditional careers for women include those in skilled trades, nursing, teaching, and sales. It's gonna be skilled trades, like say for instance, A. Thank you. Who was that? Said A.
Andrea.
Andrea. So non-traditional careers for women, skilled trades could be construction. It could be welding. There are a number of things that women are now doing that are what you consider non-traditional. Usually women go for nursing, or they go for teaching, or sales, meaning in retail sales. Now you have women who are car salespersons. You have women, like I said, they're doing welding, they're doing construction. They're working on the Department of Transportation, see them on the road. So there's different things that women are doing. Non-skilled trades, they're truck drivers, okay? So 52 is skilled trades. Let's roll to 53. Please read 53 for me, someone.
Me.
All right, go ahead.
The fastest, what's that? This
Declining
declining
occupations,
occupations are in the field of A. Art,
agricultural.
agriculture, B. Medical sciences, C. Retail, D. Public services.
So the fastest declining, meaning going down, it's not going up. What's the fastest declining? Which one is it? It's going to be agriculture. That's what they're saying. But I think agriculture is dealing with, it could deal with farming. Agriculture also deals with like planting, plants, but it's called horticultural. But agriculture is dealing with farming. But I think farming is starting to have a little comeback. Uh, Back probably 10, 15 years ago, there were more farmers, but as the weather conditions, which is messing with the crops, or things that are coming, the just I guess global warming, agriculture is fast declining, but I think it's coming back up. It's starting to make a turn. So 54, the most effective career plan is one that is designed, the most effective career plan is one that is designed to cooperatively um, with a parent and counselor, by oneself and friends, under the supervision of the principal, without outside input. So the most effective career plan is one that is designed what?
A.
A, cooperatively with a parent and a counselor. That's how a career plan, because when you first starting out, you don't know about a career plan, so you need some help. Therefore, work with your parents and your counselors. Your parents can talk to you about experiences they had in certain fields, or they have experience and knowledge of other careers, as well as counselors. Counselors can tell you, well, based on the classes you've taken before, you will be a good fit, or determine sometimes you might want to do something where you're working with math, but you know you weren't that good at math. You might want to go to something else. And that's nothing wrong with that. So 55. All right. 55. Somebody read 55, please.
Me.
A student career plan developed in high school should reflect courses to support the student's chosen career path.
Hey, you are correct. 56. Can we do 56?
The Dictionary of Occupational Titles on ONET describes
So what would you think the dictionary of occupation titles on ONET is going to do? What?
Occupations by interest.
It's going to tell you about the job duties and the work characteristics.
It's A.
So remember that the dictionary of occupation titles on ONET, they tell you about the job. They tell you the tasks, which are job duties, the work characteristics, like what you would have, what type personality, work ethics, different things. So we'll look into that so y'all can be familiar with the dictionary. Adrian, did you send me the email?
Send it right now.
Yes, send it right now, please.
About ONET, right?
Mm-hmm. And I will try, and the other one I'll try to show you examples so you'll be more familiar. Okay, 57. A book that describes thousands of jobs in regards to duties and work characteristics is, and we just went over in the last question. What is it called? It describes the job, the duties and the work characteristics. Which one was it?
A.
A. Thank you. And Andrea, speak a little louder, baby. Your voice should increase. I want you to start speaking with confidence and speaking strongly, okay? So we can hear you. Thank you. And Andrea says Dictionary of Occupational Titles. That tells you about the job duties and the work characteristics of thousands of jobs. 58. Unwelcome behavior of a sexual nature is stereotyping, sexual harassment, gender grouping, gender bias. What is unwelcome behavior of sexual nature?
Gender bias.
What is that?
Gender bias.
It is, y'all, is when unwelcome behavior of sexual nature. That means somebody's trying to touch you inappropriately. That is sexual.
It's B.
B. Who is it? Who is it? Naphtali?
Yes, ma'am.
All righty, thank you. That is sexual harassment, and that can work for both men and women. When somebody touches you, oftentimes now I am a touchy person, but I don't, I like, oh, something like that. But you have to, when somebody, oh, yes, they are touching you, oh, no, that's inappropriate. That is sexual harassment. If you're ever in the workplace or anything, yep, it doesn't necessarily have to be in the workplace, but anywhere, do not let anybody do that and get away with it, okay? So if somebody does that in the workplace, all you have to do is go report it to your manager, supervisor, and or there is a hotline. I think there's a hotline or a website that you can go to where you can also report. So don't let it go. Okay. And also don't do that to other people. Or and sexual harassment doesn't have to be when people touch you. They can say things. They can say, okay, I can get you higher pay if you, go out on a date with me or whatever. So don't let that go. Thank you, Naphtali. What is the determining factor in deciding whether a document should be included in the career portfolio? What is the determining factor in deciding whether a document should be included in the career portfolio? Is it C?
William.
And C, personal and career goals. Yes. And who was that that just answered?
William.
All right, William. William, how are you doing today?
Decent.
Decent. Well, say I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay, and you know what you always say. You say I'm doing okay, and I'm going to get better. That's what you say, guys. Y'all have to start speaking stuff, speaking positivity into yourself. Okay, when things are not always going to go or going the way you want it to go, just say I'm okay, and I will get better. Okay, you got to speak that. Once you start speaking that, you will see that things will get better. But thank you, William. All right, can I get somebody to read 60 for me, please?
Me.
All right, who is me?
Andrea.
All right, Andrea, speak well, we can hear you.
A well defined, is that what it say?
Say it again. And well defined. Well defined.
Roadmap to achieving a career goal is in A. Alternate plan.
Alternative. Alternative.
Alternate plan. B. Course of study. C. Career plan. D. Timeline.
Yeah. A is alternate.
A.
Alternate is alternate plan. Say well-defined roadmap to achieving a career goal is what? It's a roadmap to your career goal. It's gonna be what do we call that? We've been talking about it all throughout this class period. And
Career plan.
career plan. That is your roadmap. When you start a career plan, what do you want to do? You keep updating that career plan because, like I said, things will change throughout the course of your life. You're not always going to stay that same. So keep updating your career plan. Okay? Because when you update your career plan is your goal. It's like a goal plan. Okay? You're going to say, hey, I'm going to be a pediatrician in 9 years. Okay? So 9 years from now would be 2029 or 2030. So that, and then after 9 years, if you're still not there, you set another goal. So that's okay. 61. Researching a career to find out whether jobs will be available in that field in the future can determine the work environment, a career outlook, the fringe benefits, or the education and training. The career
training
is D.
It's going to be a B, the career outlook. Because researching a career, sometimes when we research careers, it tells us, like in the year, like nurses. We definitely know nurses now they're in much need. Okay, but probably about maybe 8 years prior, they would have said the medical field, you always need people. But sometimes even in the medical field, things go down. So maybe 8 years ago, nurses, they didn't have a whole, lot of room for nurses. They were at their capacity and that they were good. But now the career outlook now and in the future is, if you're thinking about going into the medical field, it's a great field. Okay. If you were thinking about going into the financial field, it may be a little shaky because with the pandemic, things have changed. People don't have as much money or they're holding tight to their money, so they may not be wanting to invest. So that just depends, okay? Let's roll to 62. Which job requires physical strength? Is it a brick masonry, bus driving, network administration, or web development?
A.
Hey, brick mason. And what is a brick masonry? That is someone who lays brick. They build houses. They lay the brick. So you got to have some physical strength to do that. Because doing that all the time, all day, you got to have some strength. Okay. So 62 is brick masonry. 63. Making a career choice to work outdoors will mean not having to use a computer, more freedom on the job, learning to adapt to the environment, making less money than jobs done inside. Making a career choice to work outdoors will mean what? What is that going to be?
not having
C. C. Is that Natalie or was William? Who was that?
It was me and Natalie.
It was Andrea and Natalie. Thank y'all very much. Learning to adapt to the environment, because when you're outdoors, sometimes it might be hot, sometimes it may be cold. You have to learn to adapt to those situations. To just know that is your career. You can't go in because it's cold. But under certain circumstances, people do. Sometimes they may not work on certain days because with extreme temperatures or extreme high temperatures, extreme low temperatures. 64. An example of a job from the public services career cluster is an accountant, firefighter, electrician, carpenter. This is going to be from the public service. Which one of these are public service? It's going to be a firefighter. So remember, firefighter is public service. Just like policemen, EMT, they're public service. A firefighters are public service. And that is in the career cluster. Let's roll to 65. Which is not a career information guide. The Dictionary of Occupation Titles, the ONET, the Guide to Occupational Exploration, or Reader's Guide to Periodic Literature. D. Periodic literature has nothing to do with jobs. Okay? It is when it says periodic, that's dealing with literature. That literature has nothing to do with jobs. So all of these have to do with jobs. 66. Directing an applicant to a potential employer for a job interview is a risk, a referral, a reference, or relocation. When you tell somebody about a potential job, about a potential employer for a job interview, what are you doing?
Relocation.
No, good try. It's a referral. When you tell somebody about a job, or you tell somebody about a job, or that they're doing interviews, you're doing a referral. So oftentimes if somebody tells you, just like now, if you go to apply for a job and it says, do you have a referral, or who referred you to this job? How'd you hear about this job? If it's somebody's name, put their name, because oftentimes they'll get recognition, they'll get a reward. I would rather go to somebody who told me about it than some people, though, when they go for a job and they know that somebody told them about the job, they won't tell the person's name because they don't want that person getting something. It's just like, I know that I have CPI security. If I know somebody who needs CPI security, I tell them about CPI, and they hopefully will tell them that I referred them. That way, hey, I get a 1 month free of service or something. So if somebody tells you about a job or an interview, put that person's name down. Don't be like that, but some people are. 67. The ownership, organization, and management of a business is referred to as... The ownership, organization, and management of a business is referred to certification, entrepreneurship, licensure, or incorporation. It would be entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship. And with that, guys, we're going to stop, and we will start on 68 tomorrow. Okay, so I can see our faces. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Let me do my class attendance, because I always like to do my class attendance. So remember, guys, guys, thank y'all so much for putting the answers, responding. And I would love to hear your voices. Also, let me see. So make sure you filled out that link. Our exam will be December 17th again, so do not forget that. Hold on. Let me do my... Don't anybody go anywhere. And I am continuously updating grades. Let me see what we got. Hold on. Y'all better stay on here. Okay, guys. So just remember, we will try to finish tomorrow. If we do not finish tomorrow, we will have exam review on Friday, and I will offer an incentive. If we have to come on Friday, it will be a test grade. So it would be in your best interest to come. Okay. So make sure, guys, that you are your study guides that you've done so far that are complete. You've uploaded to your homework second semester folder that you are reviewing all of that. So I want y'all to review. Okay. And I will see y'all guys on tomorrow. Thank y'all so much for participating today. Greatly appreciate it. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow.
Have a
Promise
good
I'll
day.
see you tomorrow.